Okay, this is the beginning preliminary drawings for the Guggenheim. I believe it's in Spain. Um, the architect said he started drawing. He did not know exactly where he would end up. Early drawings of the north riverside facade of the Guggenheim, executed only 3 months after he had won the competition to design the building. Moves quickly from sketch to actual scale models. The models are transformed into actual buildings by the means of CATIA, C-A-T-I-A. It's a computer program originally developed for the French aerospace industry. Interesting, right? So here's the preliminary drawing. Let's look at what ends up being the actual building. Okay, so here is the building itself. So it has a lot of the aspects of the original drawing. Of course, it's more stiff because it's a building, but it is very organic. It has lots of movement, curved lines, some diagonal lines. We have, it looks like steel and glass. So it opens it up. The middle part looks like it would be light and airy inside. I would love to see this one. Very organic, like I said, and it feels like it's springing out of the concrete jungle. Of course, with the strength of our new materials, it seems like most architects strive to get the buildings taller and taller. So here is an example of a very tall. It is 2,684 feet, more than twice as high as the Empire State Building. It is a tower is the centerpiece of another real estate development, and it will contain 30,000 houses, 9 hotels, and 7 acres of parkland. Okay, so yes, I misplaced, for some reason I had a duplicate um, slide of this image. What I have to do is go back into my main PowerPoint and break it down into um, not too long segments for YouTube. So that's why you get a little bit of confusion, especially I think because I get tired of doing it. So just go back to the last presentation and get the information for this one. So this is a frontal view of that one that I was talking about with the green architecture. Again, green architecture, it's smaller buildings, integration, and compatible with natural environment. Energy efficient or solar orientation, use of recycled, reusable, and sustainable materials. So you remember the one we saw before, and it was 14 tiers, and it was landscaped and had water coming down. So this is just another view of it. Amazing. I would love to see this. Okay, so this one here This building is serving as the visitor center and introduction to the historical New Harmony. Orderly grid of New Harmony and to the Wabash River, which swings at an angle to the city. Angular walls where the visitor sees on first approaching the building points to the river and the uncontrollable forces of nature. History. The Harmony Society, a group of separatists from the German Lutheran Church. Owen, this was the leader of the New Harmony, bought a Indian town to set up his own utopian experiment. Owen's ambition was to create a more perfect society through education and the abolition of social class and personal wealth. All right, Central Park. I actually just heard something on NPR about Olmsted, talking about when he was one of the very first people who thought that city dwellers needed a place to reconnect with nature. So this was kind of a new idea. So as you can see, this was established in 1856. So that was a long time ago. It was an attempt for city dwellers to get back in touch with nature. It developed a system of paths, fields, and wooded areas modeled after the 18th century gardens of England. The gardens appeared wholly natural, but they were artificial, with man-made lakes, carefully planted forests, landscape meadows, and fake Greek ruins. And of course, we have to consider freeways. They are definitely an architectural feat in itself. If you look at these, they're the curves, the ribbon of the roads, it's just amazing. It always amazes me when I see them. So the rise of the automobile as the primary means of transportation. Basically, with these highways or freeways, it collapsed the financial basis of the urban centers, so people now can move out to suburbia and commute in. The freeways, especially continuous streamlined ribbons of highway. We're going to end on this last piece, which I think is incredible. It's located in Hudson, Port Authority at Trans-Hudson. The plan for the Port Authority Hudson train station, based on a sketch that the architect drew of a child's hand releasing a bird into the air, used light as a construction medium, as you can see, because it's going to have light coming through and it's going to make patterns everywhere. The glass canopy functions as a skylight that allows daylight to penetrate 60 feet to the tracks below. On a nice day, the canopy roof retracts to create a dome of sky above the station.